Hi there. Welcome to Sunnyside Journals. I'm Catherine, and I have 30 minutes of my day to turn on my camera. I have a few little things to do, and I also have a teeny tiny little thrift haul. I popped in the other day, had to do a little running around town, and I did find a couple of things. Um, First, here's the World Book and how it's coming along. I put some ties on it. I made them from seam binding, tea-dyed seam binding. I really love how, um, I just love how raggedy it looks. I really think that turned out pretty. It's just 2 layers together, tea-dyed. It was white. Tea-dyed it and ran my scissor along the edge to really give that a good roughing up. And then I sewed through them a few times just to give them a bit of strength and also to give them a bit of, makes it interesting looking. And then of course, as you can see, I have the text block in. I did that yesterday afternoon, and the end papers are in. They turned out really nice. I'm very, very happy with these. I'm glad I went with the original end papers. I'm really pleased with them. So maybe in one of the other volumes, I'll try some different end papers. I still have 9 more versions of this book to go. So we'll be seeing this again. It will resurrect. Anyhow, I'm very happy with how it turned out. I did a hidden hollowback spine, and it just fit in there so nice and snug and pretty. And I do get a lot of questions about how I do my hidden hollowback spine. And so, the answer is always the same, but I'll say it again. I took a very quick, very clear, and excellent course from Nick the Booksmith, one of her online classes on hidden hollowback spines. And it's very inexpensive and well worth it. And she teaches better than I ever could. So I would simply send you over to Nick the Booksmith. Look up her website, because the link will be on her website for the URL for where you can sign up for her classes. She has lots and lots of classes. You'll probably see other ones there that pique your interest, but the one in particular on hidden hollowback spines, it's very quick. It's very clear. You can go back to it over and over again, which I had to do for quite a while. I would get my laptop set up, and then I would pause, do the next step, pause, do the next step. And you can do that. You can sign in as many times as you like. It forever gives you access to that class that you paid for and took. So I highly recommend it. And she teaches it very well. Anyhow, yeah, so we did this together the other day. We fussy cut and made the agonizing decisions on where to place the little boy and the little girl and the little dog. And yes, the tail is still there. I only wanted to cover up the funny little feet that took a hit on the fussy cutting. And it worked out very well. I just love it. So I have a little bit of work to do in here this morning, but I'm going to put it aside for a second. And we'll just go through the couple of little things that I found when I was thrifting. And actually, one of them is from the other day, not yesterday. I found this the other day, and I'm in love with it. I've had it actually, when I watch TV, I usually snuggle up on the couch down in the living room. I'm up on the second floor here. My studio's up here. So this has been downstairs on my end of the sofa. And I've been reading through it. It's just fascinating. This saint's for you. And if you need a saint, depending on your circumstances, there's a saint for you, apparently. But I loved the artwork and the size. It's like the Catholic version of tea cards, if that makes sense to you. And the artwork is so beautiful. I'm in love. So this is going to get cut up. So you can see how when you're at thrift stores, Don't always think, oh, I have to find old books. I have to find old books. Look through all the books. This book is quite new. Not sure what year it is, but it's quite new. And the artwork in it is beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful. Well worth it. This was, I think this was 79 cents at my little thrift store. I can't recall now. But because there's no special price tag, they're up. The one thrift store that I usually find all my things at, if they price up a special book, it'll be right here, and there's no price tag there. So I love that. And this is along a similar line. So I found this and I love it. Matchbox labels. And here, I can show you. So I know that I paid $3 for this. They up-priced it. But it was actually... now, did I get this? No, it wasn't Green Day. Oh, it was Senior's Day. So I got my little discount. Anyhow, this book is really awesome. It's just artwork from matchboxes from around the world. Look how beautiful. Wouldn't these make cute little tags and cute little backgrounds to tuck in to, you know, collages, journaling tags, that sort of thing? Look how pretty. Ah, that looks like my tattoo. It's a lotus. Very pretty. So this was, even though it was up priced, so I paid $2.99 for it, well worth it. I am going to be forever enjoying making things out of these old Matchbox covers. I'm really happy with this find. I found one little package of guitar strings. So I'll have to see if one of my children could use it, but I want the envelope. So, oh, I like that tissue as well. The wire used. Oh, wow. I wonder if these are still good. Well, I'll check with my kids. I'll check with my son, the teacher. He takes his guitar into the classroom all the time, and it's sounding more and more like he's going to be back into the classroom in a month. Anyhow, I loved this. Wouldn't that make a nice tuck spot? So pretty. So I'm going to leave these all together for now. And the right journal will come along that's going to need a guitar string tuck spot. Now I found this old book. So pretty. I already took the price tag off it, but I still have to work on it a bit. I've spoke to them about this before. They put their price tags right onto the book, and the glue can be difficult to remove without damaging the book. And I've told them, you know, they mean well, because it's a thrift store. They're just trying to make money, and I get that. On the other hand, they're upselling this price to appeal to people like me and you who want antique books and collectible kinds of books, and they're defeating the purpose. They are actually damaging the very thing that they want to sell. So yeah, anyhow, look how pretty this is, and I love the title, Near to Nature's Heart, and the cover is just so pretty. It's a nice size. There's no date inside. I'm going to have to do my best to see if I can find a publishing date. Usually you can't on this kind. It's one of those religious kind of books. Apparently a reverend wrote it. So it's a storybook, but it has religious undertones. Usually a lesson to learn, you know, a religious-based lesson to learn. So, but it's this cover that I love. And the end papers are quite pretty too. But I'm not sure. Let's see. Oh, yeah, so I could reuse that. So I could do with this book what I did with the World book. And when when I take the text block out, I could put this back down onto here and put this one over here. Oh, wow. Well, that one's going to be fun at some point. My room, I really got to get get myself in gear and quit lollygagging over my books. But I just luxuriate over these books when I'm working on them. And I certainly don't do them, 8 to 10 hours a day. Now this thing, we're going to open this together and see what it is. It weighs a ton, so it's glass. It must definitely be glass. It doesn't look old, but so $1.99. Let's see. Let's see what we got. I thought, initially I'm thinking what I'm seeing here might make really cool, like a charm to hang, to dangle on, the back of a book, or maybe on the end of a tie to go around an elegant book. Now, I think there's something you can hold up here. Oh, it's falling apart. So it looks like it must have been able to be hung off something. But it's huge. It weighs a ton. But this metal looks quite new. This is not antique. But it's still pretty cool. I think I like these smaller ones. Not sure I would ever use these huge ones. But it looks like they can be removed. Come on in. Yep. And then it looks like they come undone quite easily. Yeah. And look at that. That's pretty. Wouldn't that look pretty hanging off as a charm on an elegant journal? Oh, I love it. Very pretty. I do have some antique chandelier crystals. But because they're antique, I've really been hoarding them. And of course, I know, don't hoard things. Don't hoard them. Today is the day to celebrate and use the things you love. But anyhow, maybe I could give some of these away because there's just more than I will ever use. I wonder what it was for. They even included screws. Huh. Maybe it was just a pretty thing, because it just doesn't seem to, like, there's not even anything here. There's not even anything here that looks like you would hang it from a light. It's just, well, I'm sure, as ever, you wonderful, mostly ladies, except for Dave. Hi, Dave. I'm sure someone will know what it originally was, whether it was just purely decorative and not a light fixture of any kind. But usually this sort of thing is a light fixture, so that the light shines down through the glass. Anyhow, I'm not going to dwell on it very long. I'm happy. That was well spent for $1.99, and obviously I got enough to share, so we'll see. It weighs a ton. It's definitely glass. So over you go. Over you go. Now, so the original text block of this book, let me check my time here. Oh, 15 minutes, okay. The original text block of this book had some full color plates in it. And I want to put them back into the book. And I'm just going to put them back in the way the text block had them in. So just glue along one side, so it's sort of a flippy page. So I've already gone through and decided which signatures will get them. Some of these signatures already had a big illustration from the original text block, like this one. I just love it. It's Bird Day, and it's ideas for a teacher's theme unit, which I love. And some of them, I think signature 2 also already has, Animals of Canada. So I just left that as is because that was actually part of a full signature. Oh, I put some fussy cut little people here with trees. along the tree theme. So here's the first one. I believe it's in signature 3. Let's see. Yes. These are just so handy for anyone who's just getting started. This might be something that helps you. Maybe you don't get as lost as I do. I get lost. What signature was this? What signature is this? And these just stay on right before I film my flip through. When it's all said and done, it's the last thing that I start pulling out. So this one is so cute. Look at this. For our bird neighbors, and it's little bird houses. And the colors are still so beautiful. For 1929, those colors are beautiful. So I want to put it on that side, I think. I think I want to put it on this paper, and I'll tell you why. This is one of the original text block papers, as is this. And I'm just, although I have reinforced the fold, but I think I want to glue this onto stronger paper. And this one's definitely strong. So I want to cut a new edge. This is the old edge where I just simply, it just tore right out of the book nice and clean, but I'm going to trim that off. So I just want to see where I'm going to do my cut mark so that this fits onto this page. So let me show you what I'm doing. So I'm just looking to see where I'm going to trim off this rough edge. I want a little bit of room when I glue in full-size glue things into a signature that's already been sewn in. I don't like to glue right into that fold, into the gutter there, because continued opening and closing, it will start looking unsightly, and I'd rather just have a nice, clean, neat cut there and have it glued a little bit away. It's just me. It's just one of those Catherine things. So I thought I'd explain it. If it interests you, you do it, and if not, don't do it. So let's give this a fresh edge. So there's my little pencil mark, where I'm going to, that doesn't seem, I'm going to use this instead. Sometimes I worry that this bar, just sometimes it feels like it's not quite a right angle, whereas these grid marks definitely are. So I just line up my bottom with a grid mark. Yeah, it looks like it's okay. And then my pencil mark here. So I'll just hold that in place. Off we go. And that, oh, I just love the colors in that. Oh, got fabric getting stuck in things. All right, so now this calls for my art glitter glue. Now, I'm having a difficult time differentiating this page from this page because they're the same. So I am going to put a different piece of paper underneath so it doesn't confuse me when I go to lay this down. So I'm just going to put that under there. See what I mean now? So now I can tell where the edge of this page is. So this is going to get some art glitter glue. I think I want to put a little bit of a fold in there ahead of time. I'm going to have to be really gentle so that I don't poke the folder, the bone folder thingamajiggy right through it. But I think that will make for doing the flip open a little easier. So let's get you out. And I'm just going to ever so lightly give that a little, just a little pre-fold ahead of time, so when it's time to open that up, I'll show you. See what I mean? That's what I'm doing. Art glitter glue. Yeah, that feels like it's had a whole night to glue in there. Okay. Boy, I was ruthless yesterday with the papers here in my studio. I have papers in here that I have not used in years. And so I was ruthless, and I went through and I pretty well just said to myself, all right, I haven't used this in years. Am I really ever going to use this paper? And if it was blank, I divided it up and drove it around town to various grandchildren. And if it was, weird kind of papers that only a junk journaler would necessarily enjoy, I packaged it up and redonated it. And I feel great. There we go. All right, I'm going to stand up and glue this down. Let's see. I'm going to use this side to ensure that that side is correct. Out a bit more. There we go. Perfect. That's what I wanted. So I don't know if you can see. Let me hold it up. You can see that little tiny edge of paper there. Oh, knocking things over. And that's good. That means that this can now freely flip back and forth, and that edge of the 4-hour bird neighbors won't take a beating every time the page is turned. And yet you'll be able to open it up. This makes journaling space. It's just perfect. I'm very happy. So let's do this again. I've got another one picked out here. This one is Homes for Bird Friends. So again, more cute little bird houses. I guess letter B, because beech trees was the start, and it just went right into birds. Now this one, this is one of the original pages. And this page is kind of, it's on Borneo and Bosnia. And I think I'm going to trim this and put it right on. Is what I think I'm going to do using aerosol glue. So that's my plan with this one. So let me see how I'm doing for time. 7 minutes. Well, we'll see. Now I want to leave myself more room, but not too much room. I want to be able to frame it. Oh, I almost cut off half of that picture. So let's see. I think I want you about there. Yes, that's fine. I can always take more off. I want it to come down a bit. I want a bit off this side. Let's see if I can get it approximately that side. Not too worried. Okay. I think I have an entire at-home day today, which makes me extremely happy. Love at-home days where there's just no reason to go out. All right, let's see if I like that or if I want to take a bit more off. I want to be able to entirely cover this page. Yes, that looks nice. Now, what I want to do also is I want to yellow these edges again. So I'm going to get out my good old antique linen. Love this one to just give a pale yellow. Hold on, clean that off. And I'm just going to go around the edge and just give it a little bit of aging so that it is evident. I want it to look like I've glued this on the page. I want it to look like exactly what it is. It's just the charm of a junk journal. We're having the most beautiful summer weather right now. It's sunny and hot during the day, hot enough to enjoy a good swim. Not that I go swimming, but I think of, you know, people that have a swimming pool or a cottage or that sort of thing. So it's just beautiful for that. But there's no humidity. It's not oppressive. It's just perfect, perfect summer days all week this week. We haven't even got our little trailer de-winterized yet. We just haven't been able to. We haven't had the time to do it. The campgrounds weren't opened. When they did open, there was a glut to get in. People, you know, campers, we need our fix. Plus, my husband's work has just been flooded. And we had, of course, a new grandbaby. His son works with him. And they had a new baby. So he had some time off, family time with the new little member. And so it just all added up to, we have not been camping yet this year. Not even that, we just haven't even had time to de-winterize it, which is, for people that don't have an RV, if you live in freezing cold areas of the world, you have to put a special fluid into the pipes of your RV so that they don't freeze and burst in the wintertime. And then in the spring, you have to get that fluid out so that you can start using it with fresh water. And so we haven't even had time to do that. We've just left it be, which won't hurt it. But so we've got to get that done. I think we've already written August off, that we're just not going to be able to get out in August. But I'm okay with that. My favorite times to camp are actually spring and fall. I'm not really a summer camper, mostly because if it's too hot, I don't like the air conditioner going in the RV. It's so loud and noisy. It's just unpleasant for sleeping at night. You need the air conditioner because it's sweltering hot, but it's just, the thing is going, oh, it's awful. So spring and fall, you don't need the air conditioner. Plus, in spring and fall, it gets cold at night. And I love it cold at night because, first of all, you can have a campfire. And it's nice to sit around a campfire and get warm. And plus, of course, at night, I love sleeping in the cold. Bundle up all the blankets on top, pull the dog into bed, and snuggle in, the three of us. I love it. All right, I'm going to go and spray this. So hold on. I got to shut my mouth and get back to gluing. Hold on. All right, let's glue this down. Borneo and Bosnia, I'm sorry. You're getting covered with birdhouses. And that's okay. So I'm going to marry that up there and take it right over to there. Beautiful. So I'll hold this up so you can see better what I'm talking about. Because I trimmed off all the original yellowing that this book had, I just put a little bit more yellowing on, and now I love, see how the edges look old again? But just a little hint, and that just turned out really nice. All right, let's go to the next one. Beetles. Look how pretty that is. So cute. Now, it originally was flipped this way. This is the rough edge. I'm going to put it on this side. So I'm going to need to trim a little bit off both sides. Let's do it, because, yeah, I knew it. I knew you were going to yell at me. Time's up. Dismiss. All right, we got time to do one more. Darn it. Come on. We can do it. This one will be easy. So, yeah, back to camping. I think we have, yeah, that doesn't look even. I think we've decided August just isn't even going to work. Done. Is that? No, it is even. That's so weird. Sometimes it's such an optical illusion whether a line is straight or not. Yeah, August just isn't even going to work for us. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to use August to get it ready. And yeah, I want to bring that over a bit because I have to make a fold. I need to remember that I need to make a fold. Okay. So we'll get it ready. Plus, you know what? I do still want this a little bit taken off. Plus, maybe we'll have better luck getting some good campsites if the children do go back to school. Then it's less likely for families to be there, and maybe it'll be a little quieter at the parks. All right, let's do our little fold thing again. How am I for time? 31 minutes. Oh my goodness. All right, I'm going to keep working here. And if my silly phone cuts me off, please know that thank you for visiting with me today while I worked for 30 minutes. And I hope you're all staying safe and healthy. And I hope you're managing to enjoy your summer wherever you are. Okay, there's that. And yeah, and hopefully maybe later on I'll get to work. I have 2 Raggedy's that I'm going to be making to go into this book. And I think what I'm going to do, I've never made a Raggedy before. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the first one off camera, and then I'll make the second one on camera. All right, let's see. Oh, you're still here with me. That's good. There we go. And that opens up like that. Good, great. Okay, I'm going to go. Thanks for visiting, everyone. Have a great day. Bye.